Shia Rights Watch issued its latest monthly report of anti-Shia incidents across the world. These anti-Shia incidents are categorized into terrorist activities against Shia Muslims, suppressive measures by state actors, and the violations of Shia's religious and human rights. This report will be given out to the public, the media, and the International Human Rights Foundations. All cases in this report are recorded by civil rights activists and eyewitnesses.
Shia Rights Watch organization has released its latest monthly report covering the latest violations of human and religious rights of Shia Muslims around the world. It is noteworthy that Shia Rights Watch organization only uses reliable sources and statements by eyewitnesses in the compilation of its report. In this month, the Shia Muslims were targeted in the following countries: Afghanistan, Algeria, Bahrain, Egypt, Iraq, Nigeria, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Syria. This report is made available to human rights organizations, international community, and the media. Afghanistan. In a crowd of Shias, a suiciding person blew himself up. 27 Shias have been killed. 35 others were injured in a suicide attack that targeted a Shia mosque in Afghanistan's capital, Kabul. This terrorist attack occurred when Shias were commemorating the death of Prophet Muhammad's grandson Imam Hussein, when a suiciding person entered the local Shia mosque and blew himself up. Pakistan. Terrorist men riding a motorcycle opened up fire on Shia Muslims. 5 Muslim Shias were killed when 2 terrorist men, while riding a motorcycle, opened up fire against a religious gathering of Shias in Karachi. According to received reports from local hospital in this terrorist attack, 4 men and a woman were killed and 6 other people were injured. After these 2 wicked, cruel terrorist men carried out the attack, they fled the scene. Bahrain. Finishing their unjust prison sentences, but the officials refused to release them. The family of Shia detainees in Bahraini prisons have requested the authorities to release their loved ones after which they have completed their prison sentences. These families also have asked international human rights organizations to help them in this matter. The family of Shia prisoners have stated that their loved ones have spent 6 years and 6 months behind bars and have completed their prison sentences, but the Bahraini officials keep insisting and rejecting to release these Shias, and it thrives to extend their times. In another anti-Shia act by Bahraini authorities, the Bahraini court has sentenced 3 Shias for lifetime in prison after a fabrication of lies against them. Also, 12 other Shias have been sentenced in prisons. Their cut prison sentences vary from 7 to 15 years. Also, in another unjust, cruel act by the Bahraini officials, for 16 weeks in a row, they have prevented Shia residents in town of Darza from holding Friday congregational prayer. Algeria. Algeria bans Shia books. The Algerian Religious Ministry has issued an order to all Algerian religious centers and mosques to prevent any Shia book from being distributed or to be read in the mentioned places. Egypt. Egypt prevents Egyptian Shias from traveling to Iraq. According to received reports from Egypt, the Egyptian authorities have purposely and intently prevented 16 Egyptian Shias from traveling to Iraq to participate in Prophet Muhammad's beloved grandson Martyrdom commemoration ceremony. The Egyptian authorities in Cairo airport have purposely held onto these passengers' passports till their plane departed the airport and kept insisting and inquiring about the reason of their traveling. Syria. The never-ending besiege in Syria. Both Shia townships of Foa and Kafria have been under heavy besiege by the terrorist groups. For consecutive years, these 2 townships have been under this heavy besiege. Continually do the terrorist groups bombard these 2 townships with mortars and rocket attacks. Mostly women, children, and elders get killed in these terrorist attacks. Saudi Arabia. Continuation of arrest and detention of Shia Muslims. A number of Saudi Shias were arrested by Saudi authorities. It should be stated that these individuals were arrested without any legal court charges or any prior advance notice. Among those who arrested are Saleh Hussein Makina and Amir Abdul Rahim Bakhatan. It should also be mentioned that a number of Shia clerics were also summoned by Saudi authorities, but no reason for these summons were given to them. Iraq, the most victim of terrorism in the world. The first country with most Shia casualties is still Iraq. The arrived reports state that large number of Shias were killed in this month by the terrorist groups. Since Iraq was invaded by Daesh terrorist group, this country has suffered greatly. It has witnessed many genocide, high number of murders, executions, suicide bombers, car bombs, booby traps, gun killing, and rocket attacks.